friends, welcome to my channel. Well, I am so excited you're here. I am really excited to be talking about positivity today, how to stay positive. And before we dive into all of that, which is going to be really great information, we have to do something first. If you've watched some of my videos before, you know what we start with. We start with a little 10-second dance party to get our energy levels raised. There is so much science, and I encourage you to Google this. There's so much information on how moving our bodies, creating some energy in our bodies, creates energy in our minds and helps us remember things better, helps us take information in better and more adequately. It also, as I always say, is just fun. It's freeing to be able to move our bodies, especially if you clicked on this video because you're feeling a little bit stuck or sad or frustrated or some sort of other negative emotion. I really encourage you and invite you to just move your body, just jump up and down for 10 seconds. You can do it. Let's go. You feel any different? So if you don't know me, hi, my name's Hannah. I created this channel really to develop a community. I think that we could all use a little bit more community in our lives that is supportive, uplifting, non-judgmental, and open community where everyone is welcome to come. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel. I put out weekly videos and I would hate for you to miss one of them. You can also hang out with me on Instagram. I post daily on Instagram. My handle is HannahMary06. So let's talk about staying positive. How can we help ourselves in staying positive daily? Now, first of all, I'm gonna throw a little curveball in there and remind you that it is perfectly okay to not be okay. Maybe you struggle with trying to stay positive 100% of the time, but let me remind you, just like there has to be night in order to be day, there has to be rain in order for there to be sunshine. You cannot be positive 100% of the time. And it's okay to struggle. It's okay to feel negative emotions. Can we take the judgment off of these negative emotions that we sometimes feel? There's nothing bad about feeling sad every once in a while, or feeling angry, or feeling disappointed. So throughout this video, I want you to remember that. We're talking about how to stay positive, and I have some really great tips in doing that, but please remember that it's okay to feel bad sometimes. I was listening to a sermon the other day, and the pastor, I will link this sermon down below if you're interested. It was amazing. But the pastor said something that hit me like a ton of bricks. And he said, some of you don't know how incredible the sun feels because you haven't been in the darkness. For me, it was this really gentle, loving reminder that life is not all rainbows and butterflies. Everyone goes through struggles, and it's in those struggles that we grow or have the potential to grow the most. This is not a competition. Bottom line, someone is always going to be struggling more than you, and someone is always going to be struggling less than you. This is not a comparison game, okay? Just because you're struggling with something different than the person next to you doesn't mean that your struggle is any bigger or any smaller. Everyone is fighting a battle that you know nothing about. So here is your loving reminder to extend grace and love. My biggest life-changing tip in staying positive is this: stop running away. Stop trying to avoid those negative feelings of sadness, frustration, anger, stress, anxiety. The idea of if I don't feel it, it'll eventually go away is just untrue. Now, to be clear, this will look different for everyone. To some, it may look like walking away from a job, a relationship, or a situation. But what I'm reminding you here of is that you're dealing with this situation and your feelings. You want to feel better faster? Allow yourself to feel uncomfortable for a season. There's this really cool quote that I read one time, and it goes something like, for a plant to grow, the seed must rupture. It must completely become undone. It must break and grow its roots. And then after those roots, those really strong roots are formed, then it starts growing the stalk, and then it starts growing its flowers. But you must go through the breaking process. So process these feelings in a healthy way. Some really great ideas is to journal, or go to therapy, or talk to a trusted friend or family member, or meditate, or go for a hike. Get out in nature and ground yourself. I think that we as humans struggle with asking ourselves, what do I need? It's so much easier to make the excuse of, I have to take care of my family, I have too much work to do, I need to do this, that, the other. In not running away, we must ask ourselves, what do I need today? How can I best serve myself today? Because as we know, we've talked about this before on my channel, the best way to serve others, if you want to be the best mom that you can be, you want to be the best dad, you want to be the best employee, the most efficient way to do this is to take care of ourselves first. We can only give to others what we first give to ourselves. And the second very effective tip is to practice gratitude. Remember all that you have to be grateful for and thankful for in your life. Because no matter how hard, stressful, sad, disappointing, whatever, there are so many blessings in your life right now. You're watching this right now, right? Or at least listening to it. So you have a device that literally allows you to connect to the rest of the world in the palm of your hand. Blessing. Where are you watching this? In your car, in your office, in your house? Blessing. You woke up today. Your body is innately breathing in and out, exchanging oxygen. Blessing. If you're struggling today, I encourage you to set a timer for just 5 minutes and write down everything you have to be grateful for. Just 5 minutes. Who knows? It might be more than you think. On this note of gratitude, if you are someone that struggles with a daily gratitude practice, first of all, I want you to Google the importance and the efficacy of having a daily gratitude practice. It does not need to be complicated. It does not need to be long. It's simply the mindfulness of remembering even just 3 things to be grateful for in the day. I've had various gratitude practices throughout my life. In the past, I've kept a journal where I simply just wrote down 3 things I was grateful for each morning. I've journaled, I've meditated on things that I'm grateful for today. I've simply just told myself that before I get out of bed, when my alarm goes off in the morning, I'm gonna think of 3 things that I'm grateful for before my feet hit the floor. Now, if you think you don't have 30 seconds to do that, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna call you out and tell you that you are making excuses. So I have an invitation for you, whether you are someone that has practiced gratitude in the past or you've never even heard this idea of practicing gratitude. It doesn't matter where you're coming from, it matters where you choose to go. I am starting a 21 Days of Abundance gratitude group. It's going to be very simple, very low key. It's simply about creating community and fostering a community of supporting and encouraging individuals. So if you're interested, there is a Google Doc that you need to fill out. Just give me your information, I'll reach out to you and we'll get you signed up. It is as simple as that. I want to remind you to give yourself grace. No matter what you're going through, if you're struggling or not, give yourself grace first and then extend that grace to others. We have no idea what someone else could be struggling with today. Can you just love them and gift them grace instead of judging them? All right, friends, I will see you in this 21 Days of Abundance challenge. I'm really looking forward to it. I cannot wait to have you join us. I'll see you next time. Bye.